As a Navajo filmmaker, I have inside me an independence of mind and spirit. I have the freedom to express myself. I have the freedom to say what I want, the way I want, how I want, in the most respectful way in how I say it in my stories and my characters.
Yate, my name is Ryan Begay. My clans are Glizatlana Nishne, Tuhoi Glini Bashishchi, Ashin Hitashichi, Totoni Dashinale. I am a filmmaker. I began at the Colorado Film School, and currently I am a student at the Institute of American Indian Arts. And I'm going on a journey to find other Dine filmmakers. Filmmakers who are telling historical stories of our people, future stories of our people, and current day stories of our people. I'm looking for peers, mentors, other emerging filmmakers. I really see a bright future for Navajo film, and I would just like to share our knowledge in where we're going.
My name is Ramona Emerson. I'm a filmmaker. I am originally from Tohatchi, New Mexico.
My name is Norman Patrick Brown, and I'm a Navajo filmmaker. And my clans are Tsednabitli, which is my mother's clan, Sleep Rock people, born for Bipetwotni, which is Deerwater, my father's clan.
My name is Donovan, Barney. I'm from the Navajo Nation, originally from Fort Defiance, Arizona. My clans are Torich-Ini Nishle, Nanish Eje Bashichin, Kiani Deshiche, Ashin Deshinele.
There were two key moments for me, I think, when my grandma took me to see The Shining. I was 7. That was a very big thing for me, watching film, appreciating film for film, I guess, even as a kid. And then my mom took me to see Mo Better Blues. It was like Spike Lee's fourth film. I think it's his 4th film. Anyway, there's this shot in there, and I really never thought about film that way. I mean, thinking about how you can mount the camera and do all these wild shots. I never thought of it that way until I saw that movie. So once I saw that, that was it. I knew what I wanted to do, and I wanted to do shots like that.
When I was younger, I didn't imagine me being a filmmaker as much because you think of all the economic flourishing jobs like engineering, and
I'd watch a movie and I'd put a blanket over the TV and I'd turn it up real low, and I'd watch these movies when everybody was asleep.
Even though we're a lot of individuals, we're all rooting for the same cause and the same team.
Our people have forgotten the fight. They forgot that being Navajo, or being Navajo means independent. Our people never answered to anyone. The only entity that we answered to was nature.
Let natives make their own films about being native. First and foremost, that's the thing.
All our stories are the foundation of who we are. I remember watching some Westerns back in the 60s. I was probably 8 or 9 years old. One movie came on, and these cowboys were, one shot, 4 Indians would fall off. It was so corny. Even as a young boy, I said, this is crap, you know?
It's funny that they did label us Indians, you know.
I think of Sioux living in teepees in Monument Valley.
And when you see it on the film, on the big screen, it's like, that's not us. But everybody else says, oh, that's Navajo. No, it's not.
In a way, we're not even really Native American at the same time. Like our identity, our roots go way deeper than that.
It just, to me, means all the stereotypes. Everything you could possibly imagine. All those horrible black and white movies with, you know, the Indians and the cowboys and all of that stuff. That's what I think of when I think of that word.
So how do we overcome the images conjured by this word?
I think culturally we appropriate it and give it our own meaning. Like I use the word Indian in my film company, and I think that's a way of appropriating it, because it's like I'm saying, okay, here's real Indians.
So how do we empower the people with the truth?
The main thing is controlling our image and controlling what information and what stories that we want to tell.
This is our voice. We suffered to have this voice.
It's only right that we take ownership of those stories and are the only ones that are able to tell those stories the way we want to.
Our grandparents died. They were in prison. They were massacred. Their lives and land and way of life were taken away. So for someone to come onto our land and start advocating for Native filmmakers, I believe is truly wrong. They didn't earn that right to write these stories. They didn't earn that right to speak on my behalf.
It is said that we are in a new era of storytelling.
What I see in the future, I'm excited.
To share our stories and to help people is what I really see doing. And
I'm looking forward to doing is punk or Navajo kids skateboarding in the heavy metal city, washed out stoner. Do a feature about forensic workers, Navajo forensic workers.
Hopefully by the time I'm 70, we'll have like our own industry, man.
I really want that to happen for Native American film, especially Navajo film, and it's really exciting. It's going to be a good time.
So now there's no excuse. Take your camera out, you know, do something about it.
I love this filmmaking. It's who I am. It defines me.
We just personalize us being warriors through film, you know, understanding the power of filmmaking through photography, through music, through dialogue, and that's our form of empowering our people.
Whatever you want people to see of about your people and yourself, you're going to have to tell them if you really want to tell them. If you really want people to know who you are and where you come from and who your people are and what your town is like, if you really want people to know that, then you need to tell them. You can't just think that somebody 20 years from now is going to write a great screenplay or do this really great movie that you have, this idea or whatever. It's not going to happen unless it's you going behind the camera. And like you say, now that media is so accessible, there's no excuse why you can't do it.
We have access to powerful tools that allow our voices to reach around the world. But we also have a responsibility to stand up and tell the truth, and we must take it upon ourselves to do so. Know your culture, learn your tools, and represent yourself. In combating accepted stereotypes, we must provide a true and accurate replacement. Create your story, your characters, your voice to represent the reality of your people and your history. Do not rely on old stereotypes to appeal to a misinformed audience. Give them the truth. Honor the uniqueness of your culture and its continued existence. We must take it upon ourselves to hold to the values and constraints particular to any culture, whether we are creating the story or working on set, even in the face of conflict. As for the future of Dine filmmaking, the future is looking bright.